With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
In the question, we have to give the duration of luteal phase in a woman whose menstrual cycle is 34 days long. So we know that all of the events in the reproductive system in a female body are governed by the menstrual cycle, which is further under endocrine control. So the levels of different hormones in the female body are going to determine the events of the menstrual cycle. And generally we see that the average duration of a menstrual cycle is around 28 to 29 days. But here they are saying that in a woman, the duration is slightly longer. 34 days long menstrual cycle is there. So let us see typically what different events and different phases are seen in the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle can basically be divided into two phases. The initial part of the menstrual cycle is known as the follicular phase or the proliferative phase, and this is because during this time, during the first half of the menstrual cycle, the follicles or the eggs are developing inside the ovary. Why? Because during the middle of the menstrual cycle, around the 14th day, if the menstrual cycle is of average duration, what is going to happen? Ovulation is going to occur. The mature egg has to be released from the follicle. So that is why during the initial phase, during the first half of the menstrual cycle, the endometrial lining is also proliferating. It's developing. It's becoming highly vascularized, developing spongy tissue, and the follicles are also developing. Now around the middle of the menstrual cycle, what is going to happen? Because of increase in the level of LH hormone, because of LH surge, the egg is released. The mature follicle, which has been developing throughout the follicular phase, it is going to rupture and release the egg. And after ovulation, we see that the remnants of the follicle are going to develop into a body known as the corpus luteum. Now, this second half of the menstrual cycle is known as the luteal or the degenerative phase, because now the egg has been released. So the corpus luteum start releasing progesterone hormone in high amount in order to maintain pregnancy, because in case the egg is fertilized, the baby will get implanted inside the uterus, so the endometrium needs to remain prepared for that. So that is what happens in the second half. The corpus luteum prepares the body for pregnancy. However, ultimately, if the egg that has been released during ovulation is not fertilized, the endometrial lining is going to break down. The corpus luteum is going to degenerate, and a new menstrual cycle is going to begin, which starts with the ejection of this broken down endometrium and unfertilized egg through the vagina in the form of a fluid discharge. So this is what causes the bleeding or the menstrual flow during the first 2 to 5 days of the menstrual cycle, and then the new follicular phase begins. So what is going to happen? When the menstrual cycle is of average duration, then around the 14th day, around the middle, the ovulation is going to take place. The follicular phase is also 14 days long. Luteal phase is also 14 days long. But here they are saying that menstrual cycle lasts 34 days. So what is going to happen? Half of the menstrual cycle is supposed to constitute the luteal or the degenerative phase. The later half, just before a new menstrual cycle begins with the bleeding or menstrual flow. So if the duration of the cycle is taken to be 34 days, we can say half of this will be the luteal phase. So our correct answer will be option B, 17 days.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.